feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Pulls it in. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Arroyo. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They're going to run it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Makes the catch. It's Arroyo. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Third down and short is exactly what you want in offense, because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now on the move. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 1. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
The play-action fake. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying to get to him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. And it's on the ground.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. With jet sweep pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Back to throw. It's Battiato. Dumps it off in the flats. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The line of scrimmage, the 2. And these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Trying to surge it in. Bounced off his feet.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has been really good in the first half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Lopez to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. just to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martinez. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second down coming up. The hand to the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Swings it out to his running back. Powers through the defender. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll go to the counter. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're bringing heat. Get it out on the screen. Open space at the 25. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Just plowing down the field. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. He lofts one down the sideline. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Direct snap. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Jaguars are rolling down the field. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, South Alabama. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for a crease to the left. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll try the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. He now has 63 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Here's the handoff. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Scrambling away. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Lopez to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bullock. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Jaguars in the hurry up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Dances away again. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Vattiato. Extending the play. Looking down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Made a defender miss. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lopez to pass. They'll run the screen. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Horton. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hurricanes are on the move. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. First down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll give it to the back. Makes one man miss. And he's dragged down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Battiato. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Discards a man. Got room at the 35. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars! And here they come almost all the way back. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to the ground game on the left. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. On the move, it's Bullock. Makes a man miss. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They got it. It's blocked. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that run.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's Vattiato. Makes the grab over the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down coming up.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Try to get it on the ground. And the Canes get enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 106 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA.